my goodness. I love you people. I absolutely love you people. Oh my gosh. Yesterday was amazing. Well, I'll talk about the Board of County Commissioners here in a little bit. What? They were not expecting that. I will tell you this much. They had no idea what was coming their way. And it came anyway. They thought they knew. They didn't know. I love it. God bless you. This is Nick Stewart. This is Sunrise Center Rosa. Thank you to being here. Thank you to Milton Post for hosting. Jernigan's Landing. Woo, everybody that likes it and shares it. We had a big day yesterday. And glad you're here. Welcome to the program. Telephone number to call today is 850-771-0049. I would like to hear your thoughts. Instead of just texting, I would like you to call in today. 850-771-0049. You must dial the 850. And if you do text in, don't use pronouns. No pronouns. All right. Welcome, one and all. The forecast today, sun and clouds mixed, high near 83. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, low near 66. And tomorrow, for your Thursday, partly mostly cloudy and a high near 83. Presently, it's 68 in Milton, 71 Gulf Breeze, 69 Navarre, and 70 in Pensacola. Again, forgive me for the little burpy things because I am on medication that causes that. Sorry. It's a thing. It's a thing. And it happens when you get old. All right. Love the video of the meeting. Looking forward to. Yes. Now, they shut it off early yesterday. Oh, well, it was a problem. There was a problem with. There always seems to be a problem when it gets good. There's always a problem when it gets good. And it got good yesterday, and it shut off. But there is video, and it took me a while to find it. So we'll dissect it over today, tomorrow, and Friday. We'll take a lot of it and discuss it, and hopefully we'll get some key players to call in today. Got word that some of them may call in, and please do. 850-771-0049. Again, dial the 850. All right, bueno. All right, so the meeting happened, and they postponed it as long as they could, meaning the commissioners. And finally, they opened it up for the public forum. They took a break, and then they opened up for public forum. It centered around this guy, Dan Schiebler, who's begging for termination. Evidently, he wants to sit at home on unemployment. That's all I can figure. There's always a problem with the BOCC playing their, getting their butts handed to them. I know. But El Cuco, Schiebler wants to go on unemployment. He wants to draw that fat unemployment check, sitting on his backside. I don't even know what I was going to say. Watching Oprah. Oprah's not on anymore. I don't even know what's on anymore. Daytime. Maybe binge watch some Tiger King. I don't know. But he's begging to be fired. So, they opened it up, and it just seems really weird. Everything that went on. And I do want to play a couple pieces of video. I find the other one. Where to go? Nope. Did I not get it? There was the first one that spoke was interesting. And let me see if I can find him real quick because I do want you to see that. It was kind of planted. And when I say kind of planted, it was planted. But I don't know what happened to it. Let me see if that's not it. I'm sorry. I'll try to find it. But it was a guy that attacked Calkins. And it was all kinds of real weird innuendo and, underhanded kind of a thing. about his. It went on for a while. Attacking Calkins, wanting to change the narrative, and I think that is, I get it. I get it. But that wasn't what yesterday was about. And the guy kept saying that, well, you don't understand that Shibler, he just misspoke. He didn't lie. Oh, no, he didn't. He just misspoke. Well, really? I don't think so. We've got direct statements, and they're conflicting. They're lies. He didn't misspeak. He lied. And he lied to you. And he has no qualms about lying. And so anyway, Sam Mullins spoke. We're going to have a video of him tomorrow. And a couple other people spoke. We'll get to all that. But one of the ones that stood out, they all stood out. Don't get me wrong. One of the most impassioned ones, I will say, is Chris Smith. Now, Chris got up there and scorched earth. It was interesting. All right. So let's take a look at Mr. Smith, and we'll dissect it as we go through. All right.
From the state is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And I heard you guys on video, it's not a lot of money. All of 2020, working 70 to 80 hours a week. 12 of my employees did the same thing during a pandemic, during times when everybody else was sitting at home. We were collecting your tax dollars. I sit up here today and I watched you guys ask for more. More. And then last week, I hear you talk about how $600,000 isn't a lot of money. Then we asked this gentleman a question over and over.
So we know what's going on. So if you're brand new and you've had your head in the sand, I apologize. Maybe you've been on a trip. What happened is the Dan Schiebler and his crew said that they applied for the SCOP money, but they didn't. And the county commissioners, some of them, all of them, but Calkins and the silent Sam Parker said that, well, it's not really 1.5. It's only $600,000 on average. So it's not a big deal. It's only $600,000. That's what Chris is referring to. And it's tax dollars. Now, the county commissioners said, it's free money. It's not, it's just, we apply for it, we get it, we don't get it, whatever. It's just free money. Now, Chris is saying, hey, that's not the case.
He refused to answer. Why did we not apply for that money? Why did we not fill out the paperwork? This gentleman makes $140.
So Schiebler said we applied for it. Then he said, well, we didn't apply for it because he got caught in the lie because FDOT said you didn't apply for it. He got caught in the lie. He lied. He lied. FDOT said he didn't apply for it. We reminded him they didn't apply for it. Then Schiebler said, we forgot. We had rookies. And then he said, in the middle of his statement on Thursday, he said, we made a decision not to apply for it. Oh, that's different. That's different. When Chris says, we asked this guy a direct question, the question was, why didn't you apply for it? That's all I want to know. Why didn't you apply for it? And basically, and then why did you lie about it? But here you go.
Year. 104, that's public record if anybody wants to look that up. It's a little more than that. A teacher in Santa Rosa County starts out at $33,000 a year. He makes 4 times a teacher's salary. If a teacher doesn't file paperwork with the state, they're fired immediately. You guys don't seem to care. You want to brush it under the table. Why am I busting my butt to collect sales tax every single day at my business? My employees busting their butt to collect sales tax if $600,000 doesn't matter to you guys. Let's tell all the business owners in this county to stop collecting sales tax because it's a burden on us. It's a burden on the
If $600,000 is not important, why do I do what I do for you? Why do I collect tax dollars? If it doesn't make a difference, if $600,000 is not a big deal to you, why am I dinking with you?
money with us. If you guys actually need the money so bad, why aren't we filling out the paperwork to get the money back from the state that we send to them? It's not free money. We gave that money to the state. It's you guys' job to apply for that money.
Why don't we just take Dan Schiebler's money? Why don't we take his salary? If $600,000 is not a big deal, then $140,000 to Dan Schiebler shouldn't be a big deal. Let's just take that.
Makes $140,000 a year. He blatantly lied. I don't care. You guys can sit up here and say whatever you want. He blatantly lied. He even called himself out and said, "Oh, we made the decision not to file for the paperwork," after he said that they filed for the paperwork twice. He said that they filed for the paperwork twice.
Yep.
Then he said, "Oh no, we made a decision." I'm asking right now, why did we not file? What decision did we make to not file that paperwork? Why? Why would we not file paperwork if that's your job to file paperwork? Will you answer that question?
That's an important question. What decision did we make to not file the paperwork? Mr. Schiebler. Now, listen, out of the 4 lies, we filed, which we know didn't happen. He directly said, we filed it. We know it didn't happen. We know it didn't happen. FDOT confirmed it didn't happen. FDOT ran out of money. That's not true. Rookies, maybe. But that still falls upon you, Mr. Schiebler, you dirtbag. Then he said, which I think may be closer to the truth, that we made a decision not to file. I personally think that I don't know the reason behind it, but I personally think that may be closer to the truth. But he won't answer the question.
It's been answered. That question has not been answered. You guys chastised James Calkins for asking that question 5 or 6 times. The question has not been answered. Why did we not file for? You made a decision. Why did you come to that conclusion?
He's right. I believe I answered that question. You didn't. Mr. Schiebler, you did not answer the question. You didn't answer the question.
That earlier this meeting.
You did not. You absolutely did not. Let's get this on record. He absolutely did not answer that question. Right. All that you said was that you guys came to a decision not to file the paperwork.
He didn't. He didn't answer that earlier this meeting.
It was that you knew about the paperwork not being filed when you answered the question Mr. Cooey asked last week. So I'm going to ask you one more time as a citizen. This has nothing to do with the county commissioners. My tax dollars pay your salary. Yep. So I'm going to ask you as a citizen, why did we come to a conclusion?
Right. He knew when the answer to the question, the question from Cooey was direct. And I've got that here. I can play it for you. It's right here. And Cooey asked the question, did we file the paperwork for the SCOP? Yes. There was no hesitation in his voice. Yes. So and Cooey gave a reiteration. So we did file it. Yes. So but he knew at the time that he didn't. Schiebler told Peach after the meeting, immediately after the meeting, Peach said, immediately after the meeting, that Schiebler came up and said, I misspoke. I made an erroneous statement. No, you lied. Because you said, yes, you filed it when you had clearly made a statement that you made a decision not to file it.
Paperwork that could have possibly gotten tax dollars back from the state for our county.
We'll wait. I'm going to follow my district commissioner's lead and take the same position he did earlier when asked a question by a citizen.
So now you're saying you're not going to answer the question.
Well, wait.
So you're blatantly not going to answer the question after you said you've already answered the question, which we...
What a flaming bag of you-know-what. So because Calkins earlier said, I'm not going to answer a question. We're not going to do that. We're not going to drag it and change the narrative because that's what that citizen wanted to do. And so Schiebler says, I'm just going to follow my county commissioner's thing, and I'm not going to answer the question. Calkins was elected. You're not an elected official.
This is absurd. And you guys aren't holding him accountable for anything. You can say he's a rookie. You can say whatever you want. But if a rookie teacher would have made a mistake like this, you would have fired her or him, and he makes $35,000 a year. This gentleman makes $140,000 a year of taxpayer dollars, and he can't file paperwork to get some of our money back. It's disgusting. Second, here's my second issue I have. Every time a citizen comes up here or someone that you guys don't agree with, you try to push down their First Amendment right to speak. You try to push them down.
Or he wouldn't. Now, we don't know if he can't or he wouldn't. Which is the bigger crime? Which is the bigger crime to you? Is Sheba now listen,